California will now study how to set up its own zero-fee public bank accounts, the latest step in the state's exploration of public banking. KPBS race and equity reporter says some local leaders now want to explore how a public bank might work in San Diego.
California is taking the first steps to create a statewide public banking option that could help its estimated 1 million households that don't have bank accounts. Most of these households are Black or Latino.
I grew up in a household where they kept money at home because financial institutions were foreign. And so you take a look at what I now know and my experience, and it makes sense that we should tackle one of the biggest barriers in this fight against income inequality, which is...
That's Los Angeles Assembly member Miguel Santiago. He authored the new law, AB 1177, along with San Diego Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez. It will set up a commission to study how to create a public banking option. He hopes that will lead to the creation to what he's calling Cal accounts.
This will allow consumers in the state of California to get a zero fee, zero cost, zero penalty savings account, checking account, banking account that's currently not available, and then one that they can trust that is not after creating the highest profit.
So what does public banking really mean? It includes public-facing banks that individuals can use for normal banking business. That's what the new law is exploring. It could also be government-owned banks that cities or state agencies could use to deposit their funds and then finance public projects like bike lanes, housing, or other public goods. Here in San Diego, County Supervisor Tara Lawson-Reamer says public banking options could address income inequality.
We know that it's easier to get access to capital if you already have capital. So we're really stuck in a pretty vicious cycle of inequality. And I think we should need to be looking every tool in the toolbox to break that cycle.
Nationwide, there are only 2 public banks, one in North Dakota and the other in the territory of American Samoa. In 2019, a California law paved the way for up to 10 local governments to charter public banks. This month, the Los Angeles City Council passed a motion to start drafting a business plan for a public bank. And San Francisco is also not far behind. San Diego could be one of the state's 10 pilot programs. But Jeff Olson, a local public bank advocate, is worried San Diego will miss out on the opportunity.
San Diego has famously procrastinated so long on some things that we've lost out big time. I don't have to remind anybody that we waited so long to build a stadium that we no longer have a football team.
In the last round of budget proposals, 6 San Diego council members said they were interested in exploring a public bank option, but it's not in the city or county budget yet. Joel Day is running for city council in District 6. He included public banking as part of his housing platform.
We need an all hands on deck to deal with infrastructure crisis and housing. We can do that by putting public money into a public bank to then work with those public assets to address the big crises of our time, like building affordable housing. A public bank allows us to do that much more efficiently than asking Wall Street to hold our money.
But not everyone in San Diego likes the idea. In a 2020 San Diego Union Tribune article, economists from Sandag and several professors from major local universities said they were against the idea. Private sector leaders like Michael Lee, a principal at Cardiff Consulting Services, agrees with their concerns.
I think a reason that a lot of advocates like the idea of a bank like this is they're going to lend to activities and individuals and entities that, the private sector isn't lending to now. Well, there's a reason why the private sector doesn't lend there, and it's oftentimes that there's more risk associated with that.
While local leaders debate setting up a public bank, California is pressing ahead. The statewide study has to be done by 2024. Christina Kim, KPBS News.